Morning guys, it's full sun weather forecast today, all day, and I think the temperature's the minimum of 17 degrees up to sort of early 20s, so that's fantastic. I just wanted to show you the route. I'm going to be riding this route from the Bikers Europe book by Simon Weir. So I'm going to be heading off from Spa at the top, going all the way up to Eupen. First stop is in Waimes, a place called Hendry's Bake Shop. Bakery does the best donuts apparently, so donuts for breakfast, and then coming down to St Vith, Vilsheim, to Jobville, Beaumal, where I'm going to be having lunch, then on to Manhay, Hersey, down to La Roche, Ardennes, carry on down all the way down to a place called Béraing, and that's where you have your afternoon stop, and then up the N929. So it starts and finishes at Spa, 220 miles, riding time 6.5 hours. It's a longish day on amazing twisty tarmac, but is easily shortened by taking the N833 from La Roche through Hotton to Petit Han. So that's it, that's the plan for today. And you probably can't hear it because of the engine, but when it's quiet you can hear the distant rumble sounds of sports cars going round, and that will be the racetrack at Spa. Let's get going for a 6.5 hour ride plus stops on the Spa Classic. If you're wondering why a British biker is here in the lovely Ardennes region in Belgium, I'll tell you why. Well, my friend Justin invited me to a trip to northern France to visit some of the World War I graves, the museums and places of interest such as Montreal-sur-Mer. This was the town where the British Army in France set up their headquarters during the First World War from March 1916 until April 1919. We also stopped off in a town called Albert. This was the main town behind the front lines for the Allies on the 1916 Somme battlefields. It was devastated during the war but rebuilt afterwards. We also visited the Chemin des Dames Museum, also known as the Musée de la Cave de Dragon, or the Dragon's Lair Museum. This limestone quarry, in operation since the 16th century, became the site of one of the bloodiest battles of the Western Front. During the First World War, the Germans transformed this quarry into an underground fortress, naming it Drachenhol, or the Dragon's Lair. We stayed for 3 days in a place called Laon. This town was a nice place to stay on a hilltop, with one of the most elaborate and best preserved early French Gothic cathedrals in its centre, Laon Cathedral, also known as the Cathedral Notre Dame de Leon. It was built in the 12th and 13th centuries and is considered a masterpiece of early Gothic architecture. So after Leon, me and Justin went our separate ways, having different itineraries. I had my eyes on the Spa Classic Loop, so made my way 181 miles to an Airbnb near the Spa Formula 1 racetrack, ready to set out on this Spa Classic Loop. Stunning views over here, and there's no rain last night either, so a little bit of dampness on the chairs. If it has rained and it starts to dry out, when you come through these little forest sections you still get a lot of dampness on the ground, so you have to be mindful of that. And I'm starting to read these roads in the asphalt or the tarmac in that some of them have got shady bits in them, and I just don't know whether it's bits of gravel or something, but I think it's just a different type of tarmac that's used over here. Lovely little road this one is. Twists everywhere. Gone in a bit shallow there. Will I make it? Yep. This is the first main town I'm passing through. There's a little square there in the centre. Nice little piece of art. It's made from a tree. Oh, I'm going right here. Yeah, Waimes. Whether this is the right route, who knows, but one way or other we'll get to Waimes. to the bakery for breakfast. You know, when you're on a good route, when there's other bikers, this baker's got to be around here somewhere, isn't it? There's a patisserie there. Hendrix, that's the one. That's the fella. I found it.
Deux découpés et un petit blanc carré coupé.
About an hour's ride and you can have breakfast in this lovely bakery. Whilst I've been here, there's been loads of bikers coming by. That's proof that it's a good route. So I've only done that little bit. So this next bit now is going all the way down past Sankt Vith, Vilsam, Jobibo on the N66 to Bommel, and then stop there for lunch. I seem to find myself a new bunch of friends, and I just went past a group of bikers at a petrol station, and I think it's pros and cons with going by yourself as opposed to a group. Yeah, I like going with a group because it's a bit of social, bit of friendship, bit of camaraderie. But the downside of it is when you want to fuel up or somebody needs to stop for a toilet break, then you have to keep stop starting, as opposed to being by yourself. You can just go for as long as you want when you need to go to the toilet or to fuel your bike up. So both got their pros and cons really, haven't they? This is where I'm going to leave the bobbers. See you guys, enjoy your ride out this Saturday, sunny Saturday morning. I can fully endorse Mr. Weir's suggestion in his book of where to stop off for breaks. So I'm stopping for lunch at Bommel Castle, an 18th century manor house or chateau standing in the Walloon region of Belgium. Absolutely stunning. I've got my own little moat going all around me, so for protection from the ducks. Just 6 miles away from here is Dubai, known as the smallest city in the world. A charming medieval town with narrow cobblestone streets, shops, restaurants and a rich history. I'm going to eat my baguette from Hendrix on my own tiny island with a moat. I'm going to be continuing on with the Spa Classic route to Berang, but if you wanted to indulge in some local cuisine or shop for some famous Belgian chocolates, then alternatively you could stop off in Dubai. Belgium is a beautiful country. My friend said that it was flat. It's not flat, it's hilly. It's got everything. And I was thinking of the analogy of the Belgium Grand Prix. The Belgium Grand Prix, as you guys know if you follow the Grand Prix, it's got forest sections. You can have 2 or 3 different climates. You can have it raining in one section of the track, sunny in the other section of the track. And you've got massive long straights. You've got Eau Rouge, which is undulations, and you've got cambers. You've got different types of riding on the Belgian Grand Prix circuit, and that's what this Spa Classic loop has got. It's got everything. It's got forest sections, twisties inside forest sections. It's got long straights, beautiful little towns, spa towns. I just love it. It's got everything. I would probably come here again to ride this route again. Maybe do it the opposite way round, do an anti-clockwise ride round. So yeah, I'm gonna have a lunch and carry on with the rest of the route, which is I think just under halfway. So yeah, have my lunch and then we'll crack on. Guys, I really hope you're enjoying this ride on the Spy Classic loop with me. There's still plenty more to go, but to keep the retention metrics up, I'm going to continue the second half of the ride in a second episode, which you can click at the end of this video. If you enjoy my content, please support me in pushing the video out to more people. You can do this by clicking the thumb button, subscribe if not already, it's free by the way, and clicking the bell notification will let you know when another video is released, and share the video with your buddies. Thank you to Richard and Anton Luizo for buying me a coffee. If you would like to buy me a coffee, just pause and scan the hashtag on the screen. Cheers!